Hello there, and welcome to my first pretty lengthy video. And today is going to be my explanation of how every single person in the main custom night works. And not just how they work, some of them will just be how they work, but if any of them have a particular strategy that would work, you know, I'll do that. And I'll also not just be showing how each character works independently, but for example, one part of this video will be Willy and Dippy together, and best places for them. Alright, I hope that video explained it pretty well. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first character is Willy. Now he works with law. So he's there, and he moves slowly towards your office, and you can move him with the law, just like that. The furthest place you can get him is Cam 9, which is, and you can actually see him out the window. This is the furthest area from you. Now, is this viable in max mode? The answer is no, due to someone I will talk about later. So yeah, that's all I gotta mention about him, except for the fact that A, he can go in any room in the building. So I'll just have a quick tour around the building, show you what he looks like in every camera, because you never know, he could be in a cam and you might miss him. Alright, but the main thing is he will kill you if he gets to your office doors. You see it on the map here? Right here, it goes into my office. So as soon as he leaves, you can hear a sound. You can hear a door sound. Hear that? That means it's at your door. Just like that. You can lure it, but I didn't, so you die. I'm just gonna... yeah, I'm not gonna show this yet, I'll do this later. But that's all you need to know for Willy. There'll be more explained about him later, but right now, nothing needed to know. Okay, so the next person we'll be talking about is Daisy. So, Daisy will appear every 2 cameras on 20 difficulty. So she's up there, you just flash. Simple as that. But, no, it's not. On maximum difficulty, with everyone on max, Daisy is a massive problem. Why? Because you're going to be flinging through cameras so fast, you're not going to realise she's there. And it's not like you can just be like, oh well, you know, I flashed her, so she won't come back at me very quickly. Watch this. See, boom, immediately back as soon as I switch 2 cameras. This becomes a huge issue on maximum difficulty. Now, some things to note with her. If you leave the camera, attack, just like that. Whilst she's attacking, you can do anything except going cameras, which is, in most modes, death. Also, something you might not have known, or might not have known, this is what everyone knows: if you stare at her too long, she'll go away. She will come near you, not go away. And can you shut up? There we go. That's all you need to know about Daisy. Not really much else to talk about with her. Right, so the next character we're going to be talking about is the Corrupted Face. He will appear in Attic. Just go up there now. So, I'm going to be quiet, just so you can hear the noise, and when he appears, I'll show you how to deal with him. And then, once I've gotten rid of him, I'll explain what he can do in max modes. So, I'll shut up so you can hear the noise. Yep, right there. Heard that rustling? That means that he's in the attic. He'll spawn on the sides of the attic. You just flash your light. And after 2, he'll go away. That's it. Now, problems in max mode. He himself doesn't really cause too many problems in max mode. The issue with him is the fact that you actually have to come up here and deal with him. This will let people like Willy and Mick come in, and they'll just cause issues. But that's all I can say with Mick. Not Mick, sorry. Face. Next character is Photo Negative Minnie, sorry. So, when she's hanging up there, you can't flash her. As soon as she comes down, you can. So, I'm going to be showing you every camera she can spawn on. So right now, she's there, and all you've got to do to flash is flash her, by the way. So, she's there. Right now, she's there. In the corner there. When she eventually moves. Cam 7 is very simple to see her. She really stands out. Cam 1, you can see her there. Cam 3, I'm going to flash her. See Cam 2. And then she'll probably move back to Cam 3. Yep. All you got to do is flash her. I'll explain her in a little bit more greater detail in a minute. Let's do that. And if she gets in, she'll kill you. Right, so something to just quickly explain with her. Max mode. She is a massive problem in max mode. You're going to be dealing with Willy, you know, doing sound and stuff, dealing with Daisy and things. It's very easy to forget her. Oh, there she is. If she's here, all you want to say, if she gets there, you're dead. You can't do anything other than revive with post-mortem. But that's really all to say. She's a massive issue in max mode because you're going to be dealing with so many people you're probably going to forget about her. But that's all I can say about Minnie. Next, Heat. Heat will, just like Face, spawn in the attic with a sound. I'm not going to listen for it this time because it's the exact same sound. So, we're just going to wait for him to eventually spawn. Perfect. He'll make a sound. And you'll see him up there, just like that. All you gotta do is leave the attic and not shine your light on him. If you do, you will die. Now, something I actually didn't know about Pete is that if you don't leave the attic, he'll just stand there forever. He won't do anything. He'll just stand there, which is a bit strange. But yeah, he's just. Oh, he moves around. I didn't actually know he does that. But wow. Huh. You learn something new every day, I guess. So yeah. That's basically Pete. In max mode, does Pete cause any problems? And the answer is no. Not really. In fact, Pete makes your life a lot easier. You'll come up there and you'll be like, oh, it's Pete. And you can go down and fix everything if you need to. Pete, you just need to react fast to Pete. That's basically it. So that's all I can say about him. Next character is Dippy. He will spawn in Cam 7, the kitchen, and move to your window, which is Cam 9. He's the exact same as Willy. You use the audio lure on him. The issue with him is the fact that Cam 9 is the furthest point away from you, and that's where you should bring Willy. But with Dippy, you can't. And I'll show this later in the video. So, if you're just dealing with Dippy, the best strategy is to bring him to either Cam 5 in here, or Cam 6. Now, the reason these are the best spots is because if he's in Cam 6, he'll go Cam 3, Cam 2, Cam 8, then you. If he's in Cam 5, he'll go Cam 1, Cam 7, Cam 8, then kill you. I don't know if you can actually do this or not, but maybe he can go Cam 5, Cam 1, Cam 3, Cam 2, Cam 8, which is even better. Cam 4 isn't amazing because he'll just go Cam 2 and then Cam 8. Also, I've just realised that's the drawing room from the first game. That's actually really cool. Didn't notice that. Right, something else to mention. If you look really close here, behind these cables, you can see him. If you look at him, he'll kill you. He'll also kill you after some time. and you can't lure him back once he's there. See, look. Yep, you see him? Pretty fast, break the window, and he'll kill me. So that's what I'm saying, didn't we? Oh, actually no, it's not. Yeah, in max mode, you'll just have to play with him and Willy at the same time. Other than that, that's all I can say. Okay, so next up is Cabin Face, who, spoiler, you unlock by beating night 5. And I'm going to wait for the sound, because he's in the attic, so he'll make an attic sound as well. So we're going to wait for that sound. Wow, he's taking his time. Come on, Cabin Face. There we go. So you heard it, but you can also hear bouncers. You can see he spawns in the sea. All you're going to do is find it and right click it. It can be pretty difficult to right click because it's bouncing so fast everywhere. But make it this way, just follow my lighter. It will do like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It will do like a bouncing thing like this. So just try and follow it like that. And so yeah, in max mode, Cabin Face is only really a problem because you have to go to the attic. He's not too bad, I don't think. So yeah, that's all I can say for Cabin Face. Alright, next up is Photo Negative Mickey, who spawns on cam 8, you see him there, moves to cam 2, then goes to cam 4, and then finally your office. There he is there. He's about to come in. He'll come right there with a loud sound cue, and you'll click space on the camera and shut it off, and he'll go back. Something to note about turning off the cameras. When you turn off the camera, it takes about, I'd say, around 40 seconds to turn back on. Now, this character, as well as someone else who works the same, I'll explain in a minute, can become a humongous problem on True Nightmare. Why? Because A, you have to switch camera. B, you have to turn off the camera. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You have to turn off the camera, which can be very detrimental, as they take a long time to come back on. But overall, just him on his own isn't really too bad. He's very simple to deal with. He's on this camera right now. You know, you can deal with him pretty fast. So yeah, that's all I got to say for No Good Mickey. Alrighty, next up is Slester, who will spawn here. All you gotta do is look away. There we go. Oh, wow, I didn't know he did that. He can also spawn right here in front of you. We're gonna wait for him to do that. There he is, just flip the cams. And he can spawn right here. Here's the door. Wait for that. And it eventually happens. Perfect. Just like that. Now, is Lester an issue in max mode? The answer is kind of. If you know he's coming, you can deal with him pretty fast. However, the closer you get to 5 AM, the bigger issue he arises. Mainly because you're gonna be, even though you're not looking at him for very long, that length of time builds up, meaning that eventually you get your screen around about this distortion, which can become an issue. But that's all I got to say for Celeste. Next up is Oswald, who takes a very similar path to Photo Negative Mickey. Spawns in cam 8, goes to cam 2, goes to cam 3, and then 6, and then your office. The issue with Oswald, by the way, to get rid of him, you shut off the camera. The issue with Oswald is the fact that he makes a sound cue, but he's in the corners of the office. And his sound cues are a lot more quiet than Mickey's, making him a much more sneaky character, which can be a problem that you'll have to deal with. But overall, he's not too bad on his own. He does have issues in max mode though, mainly because you're shutting off a camera. Oh, I guess that just happens normally. But yeah, mainly because you're showing off a camera. So, yeah. That's all I can say for Oswald. I'm going to see if maybe he spawns on the left. If he doesn't, oh well. Yeah, that's what he looks like when he's on the left. That's it. That's all I can say. Oh boy, it's time for Inkblock Micmic. Inkblock Micmic will spawn in your room every 10 seconds, I'd say. And all you gotta do is click shift to blink. That's it. Simple mechanic. However, he is a huge problem most of the time. Why? Look, he spawns very often. And if you're up here dealing with someone, or you're dealing with someone on cams, or you're erasing the notepad, well, probably not erasing the notepad, doing most things, you can forget about Micmic very quickly. Even if he makes a sound, it can just bypass you. And his timer isn't like paused if you're in the attic or something. He kills you extremely fast, making him one of the most humongous problems on max mode. That's all I can say. I'm going to show him killing in the attic, because look, I'm a he kills instantly. It's insane. But that's all I can say for him. Okay, so next character is right there, Corruptus. Corruptus will infect nearly every camera you go on max difficulty, and if you look at him for too long, and by too long I mean around maybe less than 2 seconds, just like that, he'll spawn on cam 5. Do it again, cam 1. Do it again, cam 3. Do it again, cam 6. If I do it again, kill me. Now, best strategy for doing this, every time you flip on a new camera, you just gotta flip it down for a second. So for example, if I'm trying to lure someone here, or cam 7, I'd do this. Saves a few shaves off like a second, but it's worth it to not be killed by Corruptus, because the more you let Corruptus progress, the worse things become. And that's all I can say for Corruptus. I think that's all I can say for him. Next up is going to be both Willy and Dippy together. So, what would I do with Willy and Dippy? Here's what I would normally do with them. I would lure them both to cam 5, and I would keep them there until around 2 AM when the box starts running out. When the box starts running out, you'd lure them to cam 1 and keep them there until around 4 AM. Once you've done that, you move them to cam, oops, that might not, oopsies. You lure them both to cam 7. So, we're just going to have a quick brief description of why. And, so, why do we do this? Cam 5. Cam 5 is really good for Dippy, because it takes him a long time to get there. And it takes pretty long for Willy as well. You know, not as long, he goes cam 1, cam 3, cam 6, death. But, it's still a decent amount of time. Then, cam 1. Well, yes, cam 1 is probably the worst place on this roster of cameras to bring them. But it's a simple place to bring them, and they're both marginally far away from their death areas. And finally, we have cam 7. Yes, this is very close to Dippy's death area, which is a problem. However, it's also close to Willy's. Now, what is a replacement for this? Well, you can technically lure them to cam 2. The issue with this though is that it's a lot more dangerous. It's one camera away from one of Willy's death areas, and it's also one camera away from Dippy's death areas. And that's why we picked cam 5, 1 and 7. Because these are the only cameras where everyone everyone is at least, well, not at least, but around, I can't speak. It is the only cameras where not both of them are one away from their death area, or on their death area for that matter. But that's all I can say for that. Next up is Photonegative Mickey and Oswald. This is something that I mainly wanted to mention in both of them, just because it applies to both of them. And that says what cameras to shut off. So, when they come in, Cam 9 is a pretty good camera to shut off, you're never going to use it. Another camera that's good to shut off, Cam 4. You're never going to use Cam 4, trust me. Now, once those two cameras are out, you're going to have at least 2 more cameras to shut off. Cam 6. You're not going to use Cam 6, ever. Basically, any cam that's not 7, 1, 5, or 8. 8 I wouldn't shut off because you would still be using it. And by the time that all of these have been turned off, see, look, this one starts coming back, so you can start using them again. That's all I gotta mention. Next up is going to be Daisy and Corruptus. Now, something cool to talk about with Daisy and Corruptus is the fact that if Daisy is on a camera with Corruptus, Corruptus cannot attack you. See, watch this. See? Corruptus didn't attack. However, if I go on a camera without Daisy, he attacks really fast. So that's something to know. That's something that makes Corruptus just that teeny bit more fair. The fact that he cannot attack with his clones while Daisy's on there. Something else to note that I forgot to mention. The best way, I think, to deal with Corruptus clones is just every time you go on a cam, you just do that. You just do that, like, quickly, like a bam bam. And try and show it again. Like that. Like a real quick, just like that. It takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it to not get Corruptus near you. Okay. So, next up, I'm going to talk about all attic characters. You just heard an attic sound. So, with all the attic characters, I believe it's random who attacks at each time. Which is why, when you go up, well, it's not really actually anything really to it, it's just saying that if they're all on, it'll be random who it is. Also, if they're all on, I believe they're a bit more aggressive. Mainly due to the fact that they have more of a chance of spawning, because instead of there being one of them, there's 3 of them. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say. And that is all for this video. As a final send-off to this video, I'm gonna have one attempt at True Nightmare. I don't think it's gonna go very well, but hey, we shall see what I can do. True Nightmare is ridiculous, but you never know what can happen, right? Wow. I'm gonna wait for the thingy. Caught it, I guess. Wow. Maybe I can get a post-mortem win. Who knows? Is that let's have a look. Is that one there? That is not one there. Oh wait, damn. Oh, there it is. Is it? Yeah, cool. He's here. Yeah, I've never made it personally past 1 AM before. But any help on True Nightmare would be very helpful. But I know that True Nightmare is absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, I understand if you people have not people. I don't know why I said people. What am I talking about? But yeah, I know that if you guys haven't been in it, that's fair enough. It is just stupid. I think it's like 40 seconds or something on the Mac mode list, and even higher with no post-mortem, which is astonishing. Alright, well, we did a post-mortem bit. Let's see just how much further we can truly get with this. Oh, I'm dead. I died extremely quickly. Wow. Well, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.